I didn't last night, but from what I heard, they're gonna be visible again tonight.
Yeah, it said like after 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. I'm in bed by then.
I'm gonna try to stay up.
Doesn't look like you're gonna do a very good job of it.
We'll see.
It is 6 o'clock.
Okay. I'll call the meeting to order. Couple additions to the agenda. One's a handout that has to do with road signs. The lady last week was very good, but she also gave us a lot of information that kind of overlap each other. So I kind of separated them into different groups. We'll talk about that later. And the second thing is a town brochure. If we decided to do that, the 4-page one was one we did about 25 years ago. And this one, the other one, was done by the village. Probably,
First version of it we started doing in like 2018 or 2019.
yeah.
Then we did a second version, and then COVID hit. And then a couple changes happened, and we didn't do a third version.
We might, we'll talk about that too, whether we want to do another version. So, is there a motion to approve the agenda with those two additions?
I'll motion to approve it.
I'll second it.
Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, I don't see any public, so we're good there. We're down to number 5 already.
Now, review and approval of the minutes that were emailed out.
Oh, okay, yeah, approval of the meeting minutes. Everybody get a chance to look at them?
I didn't get any emails. Really? Wonder where I sent it. I apologize. They're both there.
And part of that minutes covers these road signs.
Mm-hmm.
A large portion of it doesn't, but the one of the main things was the Winter Festival, which is going to be first on our talk and discussion. Make sure we're all on board with the Winter Festival and everybody has the same idea. Mark that on your calendar. You're expected to be there and expected to help.
Mm-hmm.
If you got any volunteers that want to help with anything, you'll clean the
I have
tables.
some specifics.
Okay, go ahead.
So the locations are confirmed, the church, Shabbona Community Church and the Lions Depot. There are 20 crafter vendors signed up as of today. I have a few more spots available, definitely 3 to 4. I can make room for up to 7. I'm starting recognition of vendors and putting the event out on Facebook this week. And then I'll be at the church at 1 p.m. on festival day to orchestrate crafter vendor setup before the event.
What time does the event start?
3 to 6.
3 to 6, okay.
So here's where assistance is needed. Friday morning, approximately 9:30 a.m. on the 5th, assistance with setting up the tables and chairs in the church basement. And then we're gonna have to borrow about 12 tables from the fire department because the church doesn't have enough tables. And Public Works, will, according with them, they're gonna help get those and bring them over, borrowing a major snow event.
Okay.
But it's 1 to 2 hours max. 2 years ago, I think it took us 3 of us an hour and a half. So
You said 9:30?
9:30 on 12/5.
Okay, can you guys be there?
I think I can.
I can help with that.
So, if I can, I'll let you know if I'm pretty sure I can.
Okay, thank you.
And then during the festival from 3 to 6, if someone could be there, or a couple someones between 1 and 3 to assist any crafters or vendors. I have at least 1, maybe 2 that won't be able to bring their stuff down into the church basement, and it's really hard to tell the guy that represents the American Legion no. So if someone could float in to help out, bring some stuff down.
You said 1 to 3?
Yeah. I don't know what time he'll get there. I'll follow up ahead with him and see if he's got an ETA. There's issues with their elevator there, so
Okay.
I can't carry things up and down the steps, so.
So we're gonna assume that the elevator just doesn't work?
If there's a special way you have to do it because it has an electrical issue, and if we can avoid using it, that would be better.
Okay.
I promised my church contact I'd minimize or eliminate elevator need. And then someone will need to host the tree lighting ceremony at 5 o'clock over in Joe Perkins Park, which is where the well house number 6 is. Public Works will be putting up the trees.
Do we have a tree?
Mark Cinnamon is donating 1 to 2 10 or 11 foot trees for over there for tree lighting. And he's donating about 10 tree tops. They're like 4 feet tall or something, because the branches are too short for the wreaths he makes. So he'll coordinate with Public Works and they'll go pick it all up. And then they'll stake it and install it all in the parks and put lights on everything.
Are you gonna do
If they
that,
need
Frank?
assistance with putting lights on anything, they'll let me know.
Public Works gonna do that, she said.
Well, I thought she said she needed somebody to,
The tree lighting ceremony starts at 5 p.m. Doesn't take long. In the past, they've gotten Santa to push the button.
oh, okay.
I think I have to get with. I have a couple questions on that. I'll ask Buddy, because I think the plug-in happened when they pretended to flip the switch. So Jerry's already said he'll help out with whatever's needed that night. So, but if we want Santa to flip the switch, we can do that. In the past, I've asked the guys to let me know as they have some time to look. There was an archway that was put up that had a spotlight on it, and that's where the committee host and Santa were to press the button, and then the tree lights up, or trees light up. It doesn't take very long. One year they sang Christmas carols. If you want to coordinate that, you're more than welcome to.
I don't think, Frank, can you sing? I don't think.
We do have a PA system that was donated to us, that if we wanted to do Christmas music with something to the PA system, we can. I don't have anything to do that with. We don't have to. It's an outdoor Christmas music, but if anybody has anything that could play Christmas music through the PA, we can do that. The little area has Christmas music playing, then it's up to you guys. I don't need an answer today. And then at the end of the event at 6 o'clock that Saturday, need assistance from the committee to do takedown at the church. Jerry's gonna come over and he'll help get the fire department tables out of the church. Might need a helper if he's gonna put them in the fire department shed. Otherwise, we'll wait until daylight on Monday morning to put them away. But we have to put away some tables and most of the chairs that we bring out. So, and there's plenty of chairs there, so.
And what time did you have for that?
6 p.m., the end
Well,
of the
that's when the
festival.
tree lighting is, though, 6 p.m.
5 p.m. is the tree lighting.
Well, 5 p.m. tree
Yep.
lighting, okay,
6 p.m. is the end of the festival.
okay.
The more people we have doing we don't have to take everything down at the church, so, because they've got a whole setup happening at 7 o'clock for something for Sunday. So, but the more people there, the quicker it goes. Anything outdoors, we'll leave up. We usually do. It's up to Frank on how fast he wants them to take it down. Some years it stayed up a couple weeks. I always said it should stay up at least through Christmas and New Year. Celebrate the season. The lights on the trees. The Purdy Park trees, the 3 to 4 footers, those get solar lights.
Okay.
Because there's no electricity over there. But there's electricity in Joe Perkins Memorial Park.
Okay.
So. Santa Claus is confirmed. He might have Mrs. Claus with him. He'll be in the depot. Kids crafts are happening in the depot. Cindy Cinnamon hosts that on behalf of Fluellen Memorial Library. She provides everything for it. She's done mock gingerbread houses in the past, so she'll kind of coordinate the whole Santa thing and the setup in the depot. If you guys could just wander through once or twice throughout the festival to make sure they don't need anything. Earl's our Santa, Earl Mayor, so he's a good guy. He's a good Santa. He gets a little grumpy, but he's a good guy. He'll do an awesome job again. Public Works will set up and do the lights right after Thanksgiving. And to date, and I put in the handout, I'll post, I'm using it on Facebook too, kind of a layout for the day, and I'll post a couple of them around town with times on it. And then I also put in a spreadsheet of expenses and revenues. To date, we've brought in $550 in sponsorships. The 2 banks and Wrigley's are the ones that have done them. I've already sent thank yous to the bank. I just got Wrigley's yesterday, so I'll send thank you by next week. To date, I've spent $74.54 on things for the festival. With the biggest thing hasn't been spent yet. That's the $800 for the horses. And then we usually donate $100 to the church because they pay somebody to do more cleanup. They tell us don't worry about washing the floors or whatnot. They'll have someone do it. So
how do we pay for the rest of it then? That's through
out of village funds.
village funds?
I think didn't we say $2,000 or something?
Yeah, we shouldn't come in anywhere near that.
Yeah, that's what we
But yeah.
approved, right?
Yep. And then food and beverage, I talked to the cafe about chili. I'm waiting on their decision. Laura said that he's been testing out some different chili recipes to decide because he's going to start serving it in the restroom by the end of the month anyways. So I've asked for...
In the restroom?
Restaurant,
Oh.
sorry. He's
I was gonna say, it must be some good stuff you gotta have right there.
the chili's been a big hit in the past year, so...
It works fast, right?
Yeah.
I'm asking them if they'll donate it, so I'll see what she comes back with. And I'd like to propose that either we purchase and sell beverages for a donation during the festival, or if any committee members can find a way to get beverages donated, that would be super. We could purchase pop and water for, I'm gonna say around $75. That would be 48 mini cans of a Coke Pepsi assortment. Includes root beer and Sprite and Starry Mist, Coke, Pepsi, and some orange soda. And then a case of 24 bottles of the mini 8-ounce waters. We have a full case of that also at the office we can take over and have 48 of each available. And ask for donations towards it if we buy it or even if we don't. So I thought I'd put that out there and see what you thought, because the only other thing is giving away hot cocoa. And I'm waiting to see if the Honey Otis family is going to come again, because they did it last year. So I thought I'd see what you guys thought about spending up to $75 on hot and water.
Who's gonna man the table to sell it?
Building Shabbona Together can do it. They're also handing out popcorn, so we can do a donation bucket on their table.
Here, I'll donate $100 to it.
Then you'll buy soda and popcorn.
Give me credit, Tom.
I will. You'll go on my spreadsheet, and you'll get a thank you. Thank you. Building Shabbona Together can do a bucket and take donations, and
The donations would be for them.
it could be for them, or if the village wants it's donation to us, so it could be for them. Otherwise, if the library has a booth, they could do the bucket and do the beverages. The village or the BST will be doing the popcorn and probably the chili at the window. I've got a couple other people possibly lined up to help out there.
Okay.
I just have to verify they're coming. Last year, their mother made them. That was kind of my winter festival thing. I don't need a lot from you guys, just a little bit. Mostly the day before and that day. That was it, unless you have any questions or concerns.
No. So we good?
So we're ready to move on to your signing and brochures.
Okay. Let's do the brochures first. This one was the one that we did about 25 years ago. And there's a lot more businesses and things going on. But you can see how well it was laid out and how professional it was done. And we mailed this to everybody in the Shabbona, I think Lee too at that time, community. And we got a big response for our local businesses. So I would like to see us, try that again. Because some people don't, realize what we do have to offer in Shabbona, and or they don't know where to look up the phone number for the museum or whatever. And this other one was the one that the town did. What did you say? 5 years?
2018,
Yeah.
the Shabbona Business Association one was from 2012, 2013.
Yeah.
And it had has a lot of information in it that the village didn't mail them out. The village put them out at local places, both gas stations, all the restaurants. We didn't put them at the bar. And then we got permission and we put them in the wood brochure holder out at the restaurant and bait shop out in the park.
Right. Yeah.
A lot of them got picked up from there.
Yeah.
Because we kind of focused towards those people that don't know what Shabbona has.
Yep. Yeah, the ones that don't know and the ones that are looking for a number or something. But brochures do help, being in business before, brochures do help. They're worth every penny. So as we get further on down the line, we'll take these apart and put them back together again and see what we can come up from a brochure. We're not going to do it tonight. It'd be way too time consuming.
I like the idea.
So, you like that idea?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. And then the lady last month from the Illinois Department of Transportation, she was really good. She was a little bit confusing on what was a Todd sign, what was a directional sign, what was wayfinding signs. So I kind of made a little handout that we can go by for future how we do if we do any of those signs, where they would follow and what the regulations are on them. So it's just a sheet for you to have, you to keep, so when we talk about Todd signs, we know what we're talking about. When we talk about wayfinding signs, we know what we're talking about. It's just for your information only. If you have any questions about any of those, be sure to, you can bring them up now or you can bring them up later. This is something that I'm hoping a year from now we'll have some of these signs up. That's my goal, a year from now.
Okay.
So it's going to take that long to do it, I think. And it's going to take probably 6 months to do the brochure. The way things go. Any question on the signs or the brochures?
Have you got a sheet made out for the signs you wanna get put up?
No.
Okay.
No. Just this sheet here, Frank. Did you get this sheet?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Give that to Frank.
Or did I?
That just gives the definition of the signs. What's the Todd sign? What's the, the other signs? Because they're all, 4 of them are different. They have different rules and regulations. You have any questions about that, Frank?
No, not right now.
That's just an informational sheet that we can refer to. It's taken from Jim's notes. Because I left here, I don't know about you guys, but I left here totally confused.
It was all over the place in the minutes because it's the way it went.
Yeah. Yeah. And that kind of puts it all together now and gives it some balance, some way to proceed forward. And, what else we got here? I think that's all I have. You guys have any additions or questions or comments, or do you think it's a good idea we have a town brochure or not? I mean, I don't want to spend much of time and effort on it. If you guys think it's a waste of money or you don't want to do it. It is time consuming. It is a lot of work to check these off and get the right telephone numbers.
What,
The village version's accurate and might be missing some stuff that you guys can provide.
Now we could add to that one.
That was just the way I printed it.
okay. Well, I mean, I noticed that cut and loose is in here, so it's not that old.
No, I updated it not long ago.
Okay.
Maybe not 100%, but I added a couple. I deleted some places off and I added a couple.
Okay.
And if you guys would like
The
to write
version
up,
still had Wisted's grocery store on it.
yeah.
So,
One thing I thought about adding was a little history of Shabbona Lake, Chief Shabbona, whatever you want to call it.
It has the chief
so
down
the
there.
village version has some information.
You know, but more extensive than that, you know.
And it mentions the Shabbona Lake State Park, the muskie capital of Illinois.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I was the one that named it that.
I think the problem with having too much text is you're gonna run out of space with a little brochure like this.
It's also kind of overwhelming, I think. You know, people pick something off a shelf and they want to look at it quickly and put it down. If there's a lot of stuff on it, then they're just going to be like, yeah, I'm not gonna get bothered.
Well, this is something that I would encourage us to mail to every household in Shabbona and Lee. And I even toyed with the idea of teaming up with Waterman, doing a joint Waterman-Shabbona brochure. I don't know if that's something we can talk about at another meeting, but I just thought I'd throw it out there to, if you want to make it exclusively Shabbona, that's fine. If you want to include Waterman and Lee, that's fine. You know, that's kind of the school district. Whatever we decide, we'll decide. We're not going to decide it tonight.
Yeah, I'm not against with partnering with other municipalities, so.
Okay. You know, it helps cut the costs. But I really think, you know, we need to mail it out. We don't need to just put it in a brochure holder and nobody ever takes one. And we need to talk to the park people and get permission to put it at the park too.
It'd be nice to
And
get
then the
permission to put it in the campground.
In the campground too. Yeah.
The
Both.
people you're really trying to reach are not the people from town though, are they?
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
times people don't know what's the telephone number for the church. What's the telephone number for the fire department? You know,
If they're new to the community, when they move in, even if they rent, they get sent a welcome letter that the village president signs, and it also includes a listing of all the local businesses, the churches, all kinds of stuff.
I didn't get a
So-
welcome letter. Where's my welcome letter?
I wasn't doing it
That's a good idea, though, I like
But
that.
when
The
this,
9 or 10 people that have moved into town since I started doing it in June have been getting the welcome letter and the information.
so would the welcome letter replace the brochure or have both?
No, that's a separate thing. That's just sent to new residents.
The new residents,
Yep.
okay.
The ones, even if they don't sign up for a utility bill, if I find out a tenant's changed,
Okay,
I
because I'm
try to
talking
send it
about
to them.
current and new.
Yeah.
And visitors out here just for the weekend or just out here for the day or whatever.
Mhm.
You know, put these in the bait shops and wherever else tourists would go.
The Sean Bait Shop would probably let me go in there too. Probably would let me post a poster about the Christmas festival too.
So these are, you know, possibilities to get more business to come to town. And like we talked about before, if there's 400,000 people going out there, if we just get 10% of them, that's a lot.
Yeah.
So, any comments or questions or guidelines for future? The good idea, bad idea,
I think I'm with you.
a lot of work idea?
I think the big thing would be getting it to those 400,000 people to go to the park.
Yeah.
And that's,
Well, we'd have to talk to the park about getting permission to put up a display with a, you know, we'd have to restock them because we can't expect them to restock the brochures, but we could do that kind of stuff. You know, I don't think the current superintendent would be nothing but supportive. You know, I think he'd be very supportive of, hey, that's pretty neat. I think that's what he would say.
Is there currently like a spot for brochures in the campground, or is
No.
that something we'd have to make?
No,
Yeah.
either we'd have to make it or add it.
Okay.
We'd have to work with Derek for approval.
Yeah, we'd have to go by IDNR guidelines or, because they don't want a bunch of trash around, you know, they don't want a whole bunch of papers that people throw away.
well, don't the campers have to go through the registration? building?
Not, well, it depends the day of the week. They're not there a lot of times Monday through Friday, especially in the beginning of the year and end of the year.
What, the little outpost thing you have to check in at when you
Yeah.
drive in there?
That's usually probably over the summer months, where that is manned.
That would be the most people would be through the summer months, so, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah. For sure.
Also, there is, if you're not aware, DeKalb County Convention and Tourism Bureau puts out a booklet every year. I used to get a couple cases of them from them, and we'd put them in the cafe, and Screamers let us put them there. They were on the wall in Casey's for a while too. But those are free. And this year we should be updated in it finally, because with the change of leadership there, they stopped sending out the yearly spreadsheets for updates, but they sent it out this year for the first time in 4 years. So I can get a couple cases of those, even though they're for the whole county, but Shabona's in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
We should have this, programs.
I can put a display thing in the lobby.
Just let me know. I'll get them for you guys. And if, like, your information, I don't think I have represented, so if you get me an email with your information, I'll make sure it's on everything too.
Okay, so for our next meeting, you'll come back with these ideas, and maybe write them down or get them to me ahead of time so I can put them on the agenda.
Okay.
What you'd like to talk about, or what you'd like to add, or what you'd like to subtract, or you don't want to do. Let's look at it both ways. And do we want to reach out to Waterman and Lee? I think that's a question we probably should decide at the next meeting. Should it be 3 of us or 1 of us? I don't think we need to decide that tonight. And do we have the money to do it too? You know, it's gonna cost some money, it's gonna cost some bucks to do it. I can do a lot of it on my computer, the setup work, because I did the 4-page one, set it up. So,
And if we're interested in anything on the village one for a template, I have that as a Word document, and I can send it to anybody.
Okay.
It's editable.
yeah. Well, what I like to, do is whatever we come up with becomes the village brochure, the new one. Does that make sense? I don't think it should be independent of.
No, it should be
But I really think we need to mail it to every household and,
well, I think we could do that with a quarterly water bill.
yeah,
Good stuff.
there you go. There you go.
And maybe Lee would, I don't know if they get send bills like we do or Waterman does, maybe they could
Yeah.
add it with their
But I got a feeling it's gonna help the businesses, it's gonna help the churches. People say, hey, I'm gonna go to that Methodist church or that Catholic church or whatever.
Mhm.
I didn't realize they had one, or whatever. So I think it's a good idea. A lot of work to it,
Mhm.
and you guys are very intelligent, so it'll be helpful. You're able to look ahead. Okay, you got anything else?
I've got nothing.
Same.
What's that?
I've got nothing.
You got nothing? Well, yeah, but do you have any ideas?
Well, I'm pretty much with you on the signs and the brochures, so we work on that.
Did you get a chance to look at the new signs up in Malta?
No, I didn't. Oh, I'm sorry. And that's another thing, road signs, they're gonna be expensive to pay for.
Mhm.
And, I really think we need some Indian Road and 30, Preserve Road and 30, and, by Casey's on, Illini Street and 30. New sets of signs at those 3 locations.
Mhm.
Whatever they turn out to be, we'll decide later, but I think that's 3 locations we're looking at for putting signs. And then, probably, Preserve and Indian Road would be another area. And maybe right in front of the park entrance, person's leaving the park
Mhm.
and sees, Screamer's Ice Cream. Let's stop and get an ice cream cone on the way out of town. But if they don't see it, they're not gonna think about it.
Mhm.
They're just gonna go home.
Good idea.
Okay, well, thank you for listening to me.
Anytime.
We're at number 7.
We're at number 7, motion to adjourn.
We never approved the minutes. Do you want to do that?
Oh, yeah,
Sorry.
I'm
Good
sorry.
catch.
No problem.
Okay, motion to approve the minutes.
I'll motion to approve.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, now motion to adjourn.
I'll motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
I think we got a few balls rolling here.
So yeah, I should be able to help for all of these, Jim.
Okay.
So I'll plan on helping.
Yeah, I'll be
As you
there.
guys know, it's very difficult to find people to volunteer to help.
I'm sure I'll be there.
I can help on Saturday, but I'm not gonna be able to help on Friday. Jen, could you also send me the template? You email me the template?
Yes.
I'll send that all through.
Brochure.
Oh, no, I thought you said something else, never mind.